But anyway.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay.
So we wanted to let you guys know that you're the first recipient
How
of the
exciting!
Convoy for
Yay.
your
Thank
award.
you. Wow. Thank you.
So we wanted to come and let you know, congratulate you.
Thank you,
The whole
guys.
allocation team, there was about 10 of us, and it was unanimous. And we were also impressed by the fact that you have 1.5 paid staff with,
That's
you know,
45 right there. She feels it.
and 500
Yeah.
you know, volunteers,
Yeah.
and the number of people's lives that you touch just really wowed everybody. And so I think, you know, we had great applicants, all very worthy, but when you have that many people make a unanimous decision about who we really feel we want to get our first award, so we just are very excited.
Wonderful. That's
We're
great
very,
news.
very
Thank you.
excited.
And we are thrilled. We are beyond thrilled.
Yes.
To be the first recipient, and we were so thrilled when you unveiled the program. And again, I mean, just keeping these proceeds in the corridor, I think, is hugely important to all of us very small nonprofits that work so hard to make this much of a difference every day.
It talked about Sheila, Cindy, and Beth kind of being founders of Gems of Hope, but then it also mentioned someone named Tori.
Right.
Can you kind of tell us Tori's connection to the founders of Gems of Hope?
Absolutely. And Tori gets credit for being a huge inspiration for how GEMS came about, because Tori, Sheila's daughter, was only 9 when Sheila was being treated for cancer. And so Tori's way of kind of coping with what was going on in her life was writing her mom notes of encouragement. Things like, "Mom, you can do it. Mom, it'll be okay." Sometimes it was a Bible verse. And so reading these notes that Tori had written always made Sheila feel better. And so when Sheila got to a place where she was thinking about what she wanted to do for others, the idea of this note that would just warm your heart and lift your spirits and change your attitude came into play. And so Tori gets a lot of credit for where we're at today with Gems of Hope because of her inspirational notes that she wrote to her mom.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Good morning. Welcome to the first annual Convoy for a Cure award ceremony. I'm Sue Smith, and I'm the Director of Driver Services here at Westside. So January of 2016 is when we first launched this crazy idea that we had an opportunity with our trucks going up and down the highways to bring awareness to cancer, and because it's affected so many of our lives, friends, families, you know, just people we meet at restaurants, people that we know through businesses. In some way, cancer has touched all of us. So our initial goal was to raise $28,000 and buy a new 2017 Wabash trailer wrapped in the Convoy for a Cure logo, which our team here designed, and as I might add, is extremely beautiful. And in 7 short months, by the end of July, we had exceeded our $28,000 goal and had actually raised $30,000. This wasn't easy. We had to be creative. We had 35 different fundraisers, from pancake breakfast to raffle baskets. We had the largest balloon and water bucket fight you've ever seen. We did everything imaginable to raise money. On August 23rd, then, 2016, the Convoy for a Cure trailer was launched into our fleet. It was a big day for everyone. And many of you were here, most of our staff, there's a few new faces, as well as many members in our community, including Gems of Hope. And the Gems of Hope director, Nora, was actually one of our keynote speakers that day. The Convoy for a Cure trailer has made its way into 2 finish lines especially for you. It has been a part of General Mills Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And on October 27th at 7:00 p.m., we'll be making an appearance in the inaugural Cedar Rapids Halloween Parade. Very exciting for all of us. The Convoy for a Cure trailer is a true testament that when we work together, we can accomplish many things. We are traveling the highways of America, bringing awareness and hope that someday a cure for cancer will be found. And now I'd like to introduce Westside COO, Ron Joseph.
Good morning. This is a great celebration. This is your celebration. I couldn't believe it a year and a half ago when the concept started about raising money for cancer and seeing it all happen, and actually this is it. Wow, I'm so excited. And I'm so excited for you guys because this is your event. This is something that we committed as a company to provide some funds after the success that you had of raising money and bringing awareness to cancer. This trailer has traveled 40,000 miles. 84 drivers have touched it. Over 15 states. It's touched all of our major customers. It's been dispatched by every dispatcher, every planner, every customer service has had a piece of this. So it's all your efforts that have made this happen. And this is something that, with all the craziness that's going on in the world and everything that's happening, when people come together and do something like this, it's just amazing. And I'm so proud to be part of this. And we're proud to be part of helping you give back to people in need. So thank you so much for all your efforts, and it's a great day.
And now I'd like to introduce our President and CEO, Don Vogt, and he will be joined in a minute by two of our drivers, Pam Jordan and Keith Bisson, to present the check.
Thank you, sir. As Ron said, what a great day. What an accomplishment here from our employees. I'm really proud of you. I want to personally thank everyone for coming out today to celebrate this joyous occasion. Because of our efforts and determination of all of our employees, Westside Transport proudly presents a check for $10,000 to the Gems of Hope. Your efforts in our community bring courage and healing to so many, and we hope this award will be a platform for your continued commitment to cancer patients and their family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. We are honored and thrilled to be here today, and we are so grateful to be the first ever recipient of the Convoy for a Cure Fund. I want to introduce some friends that I brought with me today that represent the Gems of Hope Board. You'll see here, this is Beth Hamill, a co-founder of Gems of Hope. Cindy Sale, also a co-founder of Gems of Hope. Josh Belden, the Gems of Hope Board President. Anna Klein and Chase Wertzberger, who represent the Gems of Hope Youth Advisory Board as co-presidents this year. Kathy Sink, also a Gems of Hope board member, and Mike Sheely. So thank you guys for coming today too. As you all know, this money is going to go to support the Gems of Hope Gifts of Education Scholarship Program. This program began a few years ago when we awarded 5 $500 scholarships. It's geared towards high school seniors in the corridor who are moving on to post-secondary education. The candidates must demonstrate a financial need, and they must have been directly impacted by cancer, meaning they had cancer or someone in their immediate family did. Last spring, we were able to award 10 $1,000 scholarships to corridor seniors. Because of the funding that we are receiving today, we are going to continue to grow that program and expand it. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for this award and for allowing us to be able to do that. I want to just talk very briefly a little bit more about Gems of Hope and all that we do. I mentioned that Chase and Anna are here as youth board representatives. We have a Gems of Hope youth board They are phenomenal ambassadors for the Gems of Hope brand. They do a lot of outreach and education about Gems of Hope, and maybe most importantly, they spend time throughout the school year doing fundraisers and special events that raise money to support the scholarship program. We also have a Pages for Hope program where Gems of Hope supports libraries. We buy them cancer-related resources. So last year we were able to buy books for all of the Cedar Rapids Community School District elementary school libraries, and we'll continue on this year and go on to the junior highs and buy library books for them as well. We also have a What About Us Kids camp that's geared for kids ages 5 through 12 who are dealing with a cancer diagnosis in their family. The camp offers them support, tools, and mechanisms to cope with all that they have going on. If a child is not able to attend our class, we also have a take-home kit that they can get. They can stop by the office and pick that up, and there's activities and exercises that they can do at home with an adult. We also have our Cancer Really Sucks website for teenagers. It's meant to be a resource. It's got an e-library. It's an online hangout with some music. We're in process of launching our Cancer Really Sucks phone app as well. So this is an online support group that offers authentic, anytime, anywhere support for people that are going through a similar cancer circumstance. And finally, I want to talk about our Gifts of Hope program. I brought some examples of our Gifts of Hope with us today so that you could take a closer look if you'd like to. But several times each month, volunteers get together to make cards and gifts that go out to cancer patients. They are given to the patients as they receive their treatment. The cards are meant to lift the spirits of the patients, offer them some hope and inspiration, and let them know that someone is thinking of them. This program is really how Gems of Hope got started. One of our co-founders, Sheila Harmon, was being treated for cancer, and it was important to her to let others know that someone was thinking about them as they were going through their treatment journey, that those folks were not alone, and that they were supported. Sheila and her two friends, Beth and Cindy, who you met earlier, came up with the idea of the Gifts of Hope. And it continues to be a core program of Gems of Hope, and it helps define the heart and soul of our organization. Each month we give out about 750 cards in the corridor. So we're here in Cedar Rapids, and our gifts also reach the Iowa City area. Something that I probably don't stress enough when I talk about GEMS is the volunteers that give so much of their time and energy to this Gifts of Hope program. It really is awe-inspiring. Our volunteers are amazing. We call them the G-Force Nation. They give countless hours each and every month to make sure these cards are ready for cancer patients. Each card probably has about 5.5 or 6 hours of work into it by the time it reaches a patient. I continue to be amazed by the commitment and dedication of the volunteers of our organization. They truly love being a part of what we do, and of course, we would not be able to do what we do if not for them. Some volunteers are here with Gems of Hope and the Gifts of Hope program because they received a gift and they want to pay it forward now. Some volunteer because they lost a loved one to cancer, and others volunteer just because they care. Our volunteers are what make Gems of Hope unique. We are an organization unlike any other in this regard. And I feel privileged each and every day to work with so many great people who care so much about our mission, and they move us forward in all that we do. Gems of Hope is truly an organization that makes an impact. When you think about the patients that receive the gift, and hopefully the patients share that with their family and friends, and then when you think about all the volunteers that come into the gift-making process, we truly have a wide reach, which is also amazing and overwhelming most days. I think 12 years ago when Beth and Cindy and Sheila dreamed up this idea, they had no concept of where it would go or how it would grow. And yet we stand here today receiving this generous award and telling you all about what we do at Gems of Hope. Gems of Hope is funded and supported through grants and awards like that we are receiving today. We have private donations that we receive, and we also do 2 major fundraisers every year. Our Hope Blooms campaign, where it's our annual flower sale where you can buy daffodils in January and they arrive in March. And we also have our Gems of Hope Golf Classic that we do each summer at Wildcat Golf Course in Shellsburg, Iowa. Sue, I want to give you and everybody at Westside a token of our appreciation. So if you will come forward. You're going to notice that this is something that's meant to capture the essence of our Gifts of Hope. The quote on the card reads, "Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may consist merely of words, but gratitude is shown in acts." We cannot thank you enough for your generous support
Together we are going to take action and make an impact in the lives of cancer patients and families. And again, to everybody at Westside who had this idea and brought together the funding so that we could be here today, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You know, as you sit there and listen, that the card program gives approximately 750 cards a month. That's for people receiving treatment. That is staggering to me, that number of people are affected by this illness. So we are just so excited and so privileged and honored to have all of you here, and we want you to continue your great work. And I want to let all of you know that Nora and I have already discussed that we are going to be, as a business and as a company, we are going to be putting a team together and volunteering at Westside to make cards for a project for all of us to get involved. So again, continue to pay it forward. So I will let you know when those details are all ready. So thank you all for coming. Great job, staff. Unbelievable. Thank you.